Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
Maybe it's all in the mind, but it seems like the legs don't move quite as well when it's cold out, and he was out easily there.
Into the box now, Colton Wong. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Now.
Hit hard to short. Oh, what a stop. He goes to first. Not in time.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Nearly a... Enos Fuentes stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat here, even though it's still early.
Hit on the ground to short. Oh, what a play.
Safe. Man, almost a great play.
An exceptional effort comes up just short, and now the bases will be loaded.
Well, this was a heck of an effort to get to this.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Wilson Ramos. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Roy Richards is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Reds have taken the lead. It's 3-2.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Roy Richards will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Back to work now is Garcia as he gets ahead on a good pitch that time. It's strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Salvador.
Leading off the inning, Matt Carpenter, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
To short, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And not only...
Stephen Piscotty will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Hit to short. Oh, he makes the stop. The throw. Throw to second is in time, and that's a fantastic play.
Well, they get the force here at second, but that's going to be it. And that means that the tying run got just a little bit closer now as he's all the way up to third.
Roy Richards stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Hard liner toward short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Into the box, Matt Carpenter. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Here's the 0-2. Grounded to short. Scooped up. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. 9th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out both teams getting MLB The Show has baseball for you on a Saturday night in St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight, Game 2 of it. Roy Richards will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago. Leak pauses. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Matt Carpenter will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. 1-1, here it is. There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Wilson Ramos will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Flipped out the other way toward short. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. And with that, Roy Richards is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Shortstop, Roy Richards.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Leak into his motion. Here he comes 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Piscotty looking up. And this one is gone. A home run.
Now batting,
Roy Richards comes forward now, and he's got to be feeling pretty confident, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
Now, there's no doubt.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
One pitch. Just make your pitch.
Colton Wong will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Roy Richards will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Skied into very shallow right. Piscotty moving to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Salvador.
Colton Wong will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Weak roller right side. Gonna be a tough play. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Roy Richards will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Cuevas is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases. Matt Carpenter steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Long throw to third, and he is in there.
A good job there.
Striding in to start the 9th, Wilson Ramos, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. Well, what surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 8-6. Good night from St. Louis.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For St. Louis, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 18 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.
Back here. Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series. Roy Richards will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. And there he goes towards second. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 197 in his career, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the...
So striding in, number 7, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Bailey pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Richards scoops it up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Roy Richards will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Hard liner to center field. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out.
Wow, tough play. And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to...
One down, one down.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Piscotty. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Second baseman
Roy Richards will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon.
Hey, let her rip. Here we go.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike 1, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again.
High in the air into shallow left center. Juarez comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Eric Fryer will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Bailey's ready. Here's the 0-2. To short. Richards is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
now batting. Catcher.
Roy Richards digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. And that dinger puts him too short of the 200 mark for his career.
Yeah, you know, some guys will lie to you and tell you that they're just out there playing day by day, not thinking about any of those particular milestones. They just want to get a W for the team. But the truth is, you do know when you're approaching those milestones, even the minor ones. He's keenly aware of how many home runs he's got, Matt.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
This is the MLB pre. Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Roy Richards will dig in here, and they'll likely pitch carefully to him as he's coming off that 2-home run contest just 24 hours ago. Fly ball heading for the alley. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third. The relay throw, and he is out at third. And that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
Yeah, I guess it's easy to say in hindsight, but to me, this is just way too big a risk. You're leading off the inning. You've already got 2 bases.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Abreu. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in. Roy Richards strolls into the box. Thought he had a triple in his first at-bat, but he was gunned down trying for third.
Yeah, well, he wound up getting gunned down, but he did hit the ball well, and he's going to look to do the same thing right here.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. And he's getting close. With that home run, he's just 1 away from number 200 for his career. Martin Prado in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is. Roy Richards will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Salvador Perez will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, that right here.
Unfortunately, here they will get an out on the play, but the runners will move up to second and third now. Jay Bruce will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him. Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Scott Schebler will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
The runner's breaking for home. Oh, and this is in the dirt. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third. Marwin Gonzalez will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. They trail here 4-0. So standing in, Roy Richards. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Soler is there. And that's the 3rd out. Roy Richards gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
Come on, right here one time. Here we go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to right center field. Eaton going back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field, giving him an even 200 career as this lead got even wider. And that's a special home run, guys. Roy Richards continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And 200 home runs is a feat that many players aren't even going to approach, let alone achieve. I know I didn't come anywhere close, but by now he's established himself as something of a decent power threat. And you can be sure pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into that batter's box. He has definitely earned a little respect.
Yeah, good for him. So hopefully...
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
4 hours.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 14-6. Good night from Chicago. So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing.
Shortstop, Roy Richards.
Roy Richards stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Well, this has been a pretty good ball game out of a guy who really hasn't pounded the strike zone. He's only thrown a first pitch strike to 40% of the hitters that he's faced, and yet look where he's standing right here, getting it done.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Looking good. No
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Get down, get down.
And he will not come up with that one as that shoots right on by him, a base hit.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play.
Here you go, find the ball, find the ball.
Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Well, perfect job there of getting it down. So now that's the go-ahead run right there over at third with just 1 out.
Clutch up. Drive him in right here. Here you go.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Abreu, and that's out number 2.
Hey, no one better hook.
They won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
And this is probably the right decision here with 2 outs. Too many things can go wrong when you let him swing the bat.
Hey, come on, big guy. Need you here.
He's going.
Runner goes for third. Fly ball out toward right field. Valencia is there now to put this one away for the third.
Now batting. Shortstop. Roy Richards.
Stepping in now, Roy Richards, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Hey, here we go. Clutch up for us right here, buddy.
Robertson pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Your turn. Drive him in right now.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 201 in his career. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
And the White Sox offense this afternoon was led by this man, Martin Prado. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 6-5. So long from Chicago.
For the Reds, 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors.